Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the Pepper Berserker, and this is basically where I'm going to document my journey, as it were, increasing my pepper eating tolerance, working towards the Carolina Reaper, with a view of basically entering the East Castle chili eating competition at some point within the next couple of 3 years. And basically want to get to the last round and defeat the Reaper, as it were. So essentially this is going to be me just documenting what I'm eating, what I'm doing, how I'm increasing my tolerance to essentially get me to that point. With the chili eating competition, it's usually 10 rounds. Starts off with the lower level heat chili peppers, things like the jalapeno, serrano pepper, working your way up through to your Scotch bonnets, habaneros, and then onto your super hot peppers like ghost peppers and scorpion peppers, and then the Reaper. Quite often you will end up with more than one person who eats a Reaper at the end, so there's potentially a second Reaper to eat. So really I need to be in a position where I can eat 2 Reapers back to back on top of all the other peppers in the previous rounds. If there's still more than one person left, again, then what they usually do is get you a big, long, pointy Romano type pepper. No heat really to that, but it's the first one to eat it and swallow it with nothing left in their mouth. So if I get to that point, I'll consider myself happy, and that'll be when I'll be happy with the actual title of the Pepper Berserker. So that's the idea of the channel, what we're going to be doing, and just see how it goes, really. Just a bit of fun. Take some time over it. I could potentially just buy a load of Carolina Reapers and just chop them up and gradually work through that, but I just feel it'd be more fun learning a bit more about all the different peppers and what they taste like, how the heat levels are different and things like that. So we'll just see how it goes, really. Started growing some Scotch bonnet plants, which I'll show you towards the end of the video. Started them very late, so essentially it was more of a trial period and just see what it takes to grow and how easy it is to grow them, and I've been getting on well with them. There's some peppers being produced as we speak, which you'll see shortly, and essentially I'll probably be looking at growing those again next year, as well as maybe some ghost peppers or something a bit hotter to really help with the tolerance building. But essentially I've got some peppers with me today, and these are some serrano peppers from South Devonshire chili farm. Essentially these peppers are a little bit hotter than your jalapeno, so jalapeno about 5,000 Scoville heat units. These can be anywhere from 10 to 25,000 Scoville heat units, so twice as hot, if not hotter, but you do get the old rogue jalapeno that can be as hot as a habanero, so you've got to watch out for those. Serrano peppers, would imagine they're very similar in the sort of flavour and sort of idea of a jalapeno, so we're going to find out. Apparently great to use in like a green salsa with coriander and lime, or anything really you would use jalapenos in. I would imagine these would be fine as a substitute if you want something a little bit hotter. Other than that, we'll get some of these cut open. I've got a green one and a red one, so we'll try one of each. Let's have a look what they look at like inside. Very meaty inside. You can see very much a lot of placenta all the way through with your seeds. Wall's quite thick. We'll give it a go. This is the Pepper Berserker. Let's eat some in hot. So, very crisp and crunchy, very green tasting, like a jalapeno. Definitely hotter than a jalapeno. It's got my saliva's going. Interestingly, heat's right at the back of the throat, back of the tongue. It's quite a stingy heat. Good burn right at the back of the throat. Unlike a jalapeno, which I find is very much in the mouth and quite citric and juicy. This not so much. Definitely a lot hotter than a jalapeno, so you'd know about it if you like jalapenos and you like the heat. This will be another step up. Just chopped up one of the red ones. Again, very meaty inside, placenta running all the way through. To me, the red one didn't really increase that heat. Didn't really feel a difference in heat, so maybe not as hot, or I've just had the heat for these peppers peak in my mouth. As far as heat rating, it's difficult because I've been eating hot food with pepper powder in it. Eating fresh chili pods like this is a lot different. So I always find it feels a bit hotter than it actually is. But a good 2 out of 10, maybe 3 for me. As I say, the very much a sting on the front of the tongue though now. So maybe that red one, just the burn affects differently, but essentially the heat at the back of my throat is starting to dissipate now from the first green half. And the heat is more towards the middle of my tongue than front of my tongue now. The red one tastes a lot different as well. It's more fruity and earthy. Weirdly, I think the best way to describe the flavour is the difference between a green bell pepper and a red bell pepper. It's very similar in flavour. Definitely different in flavour, but you definitely get that green, bright, fresh flavour from the green pepper. But yeah, as far as heat level, as I say, good solid 2, maybe a low 3 out of 10. But I can see you doing a lot with these peppers, a bit like jalapenos. You can pickle them, put them in with your Mexican stuff, if you're making tacos, burritos, fajitas, all that sort of thing, on pizzas. Just a hotter version of the jalapeno, really, I would have thought. But all good there. So, other than that, I think what I'll do now is just quickly show you the Scotch bonnet plants, so you can see how they're doing. And hopefully once a couple of those are ready, I'll be eating a few of those on a video as well. But essentially, that's pretty much it from me and serrano peppers. There we go. They're a bit getting a bit stressed at the moment due to lack of water, but this helps keep the peppers nice and hot, as I understand it. But we'll find out, as still learning. But essentially, you'll see how they get along as the time goes by if you keep in touch with the channel. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for any notifications of new videos as I upload them. And why not come and join me as you're watching these videos. Get yourself something hot from the supermarkets, hit Amazon, hit all the chili farms online. There's loads of great products out there which we'll be looking at as we go. And you can basically join me while you're watching, so you can feel the sort of things I feel as well. But either way, don't forget, eat some it up.